In a peaceful village nestled between lush green hills, there lived a young boy named Aryan. Aryan was known for his brilliance in studies and sharp memory. Teachers admired his intelligence, and his friends often sought his help with lessons. But Aryan had one major weakness: she never valued time. He would waste hours playing video games, chatting with friends, and scrolling through his phone. His parents and teachers constantly reminded him of the importance of time, but Aryan always thought, "I have plenty of time. I'll do it later. Right now, I want to enjoy life." One day, Aryan's school announced the annual examination results. Confident as always, he expected high scores, but when he saw his report card, his heart sank. He had scored below average, shocking everyone, including his teachers. The very people who once praised him now looked at him with disappointment. Even his friends, who once sought his help, started avoiding him. Aryan returned home, his eyes filled with tears. His parents, holding his report card, looked at him with sadness and concern. He felt ashamed but didn't know how to change. That night, as he lay awake, he decided to speak to his grandfather, a wise and respected elder of the village. Sitting beside his grandfather, Aryan shared his worries. "Grandpa, I don't understand why I failed. I have always been a good student." His grandfather smiled kindly and said, "My dear boy, the problem is not your intelligence. The problem is that you have taken time for granted. Time is the most precious gift, and if wasted, it never comes back." Let me tell you a story. Many years ago, in a vast kingdom, there was a mighty king named Devraj. He was wealthy, powerful, and had everything a person could desire. However, King Devraj had one terrible habit: wasted time. He would sleep late, avoid important matters, and spend his days indulging in luxury, thinking, "There's always tomorrow." One day, a wise sage visited his court and said, "Your Majesty, you are the ruler of a great land, but you are wasting your most valuable treasure time. If you do not use it wisely, you will regret it." The king laughed. "I am the king. I have everything. Why should I worry about time?" The sage sighed and said, "Mark my words, Your Majesty. Time is more powerful than kings. If you waste it, it will abandon you." Years passed, and King Devraj grew old. His kingdom, once prosperous, started to decline. His ministers lost faith in him, his army weakened, and his people suffered. One day, he realized he had wasted years on meaningless pleasures. He sought the sage's advice again, but the sage was nowhere to be found. The king regretted every moment he had wasted, but it was too late. He had lost his kingdom, his people, and his time. Aryan listened carefully, deeply moved by the story. "Grandpa, does this mean I have lost everything too? Can I change?" His grandfather smiled. "Of course, Aryan. Unlike King Devraj, you still have time. The wheel of time never stops. If you begin using your time wisely today, you can still achieve success. But remember, never postpone what you can do now." From that day onwards, Aryan made a firm decision to change. He created a schedule, dedicating time to studies, physical activities, and hobbies, while avoiding distractions. He woke up early, studied with focus, and limited his time on unnecessary activities. Months passed, and Aryan saw the results of his hard work. In the next examination, he topped his class. His teachers praised him again, and his friends admired his dedication. But more importantly, Aryan felt proud of himself. As years went by, Aryan continued to use his time wisely. He eventually became a successful entrepreneur, inspiring others with his discipline and wisdom. Whenever people asked him the secret to his success, he would smile and say, "Time is the real treasure. Use it wisely before it's too late." Moral of the story: time is the most valuable gift we have. It waits for no one. Those who use it wisely achieve greatness, while those who waste it live in regret. Start today, value every second, and success will follow.